would you like for Christmas?
Well, Santa, I want my monkey to be real.
Oh, 1 second.
Are you okay, Santa?
Of course I am.
Come on, sweetie. You should go. Mr. Santa, listen, my husband has asthma. You should go to the hospital, okay? Do you want me to get security?
I think that would be a good idea. Ho, ho, ho! How are my elves doing? Hello there.
Hey, Santa.
Good work over here. What are you...
Santa, you okay?
I'm fine. Really, you guys are doing
such... all the kids sick. We're gonna ruin Christmas.
Santa? Okay, Santa.
I'm fine.
Maybe I'll go get Mrs. Claus. Okay.
I'm not feeling too well today.
What seems to be the matter?
I can't seem to stop coughing.
Have you been smoking?
No, I haven't been smoking, but I must say that the smoke in the chimney is not good for me at all.
No, that doesn't sound too good. All right, well, the first thing we're going to do for you today is a lung function test with a spirometer. And you can do that very simply.
Okay.
By breathing as hard as you can, blowing out as hard as you can into this tube. And
How hard?
As hard as you can.
Okay.
To determine how much air capacity your lungs have. Very good. Okay, I'll take that from you. Alright, now let me listen to your lungs with a stethoscope here. And then when you came in, you had an x-ray done of your lungs. And the doctor's going to be in very soon to check that.
Very good.
Alright, let's see. Alright, sit up. Okay, now take a deep breath. Something going on, but I'm going to go get the doctor. He's going to come in with the results from your tests, and hopefully we're going to be able to figure out what's the matter with you today.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too, Santa.
Come in.
Hi, I'm here to talk to you about Santa Claus's test results.
Okay.
Okay, I just performed a lung function test,
Okay.
and his peak flow seems to be a little low.
Okay.
I also just listened to his lungs with a stethoscope, and he seems to not be moving air very well.
Okay.
And when he came in, he had an x-ray done of his lungs, so I'm hoping you have those results.
Yes, they just came in. I
now.
was just looking at them a minute ago.
Okay.
So I'll be in and talk to them in just a minute.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
Come in.
Hello, Santa. How are you doing today?
Hello, doctor. I'm doing not so well.
Yeah, I heard you were having some problems earlier today, and we ran a bunch of tests after you came out. We ran your spirometer, your lung x-rays, listened to your lungs, took your vital signs and everything. And it says here that you have a history of asthma. And I'm going to explain exactly what that is in just a minute with you. But it also seems here with your lung x-rays and your peak flow that you might have COPD, which stands for chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. There's chronic bronchitis and emphysema. Chronic bronchitis is more of like a long-term cough, a lot of mucus that builds up in your lungs, while emphysema is more damage to the lungs over time, damage to your alveoli, which is where the air diffuses and passes in and out of your lungs in the oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange. So we're going to give you some medication in just a minute. I'll go over that with you. One thing that I'm not going to do today that sometimes we do is put someone on home oxygen. But with your COPD, what happens is that your body's mechanism to determine oxygen and carbon dioxide levels is a little bit off. So giving you that extra oxygen may do more harm now. So we're going to to wait some time and see how you do after that. The normal lung capacity for a person is 6 liters. Yours is a little bit lower with the problem of gas exchange, but not horrible. And the normal breathing rate is 12 to 20 times a minute, and it seems like when you're not coughing, you're in the high range, but you're still in that range. So with the medications we're going to give you for everything, hopefully that'll work on that. Okay?
Oh, sounds serious though, Doc.
You'll be okay. You'll be fine just in time for Christmas. Just take your medications, as the nurse will tell you in just a few minutes, and once Christmas comes along, you'll be ready to go to jingle all the way.
Oh,
right?
Thank you so much,
it's no
Santa.
problem. Okay, Santa, I'm just going to show you some pictures here on my computer, just so you know exactly what's going on before we give you the medication. That way you understand everything that's going on, so when you're delivering toys on your sleigh all over the world, you don't have to come back for anything.
Oh.
If that sounds good with you, okay?
Delightful.
Okay, I'm going to show you some pictures now on my computer. The first picture is of normal air exchange and how it normally works. As you probably know, air can enter in either through your mouth or through your nostrils. Usually through your nostrils, into your nasal cavity, which leads right down into your pharynx, your trachea, and then into your bronchi. They split into your bronchioles and go into your lungs, where all the air exchange takes place. In your lungs are alveoli, which are like small little sacs where your carbon dioxide and oxygen diffusion takes place. What you thought you had was asthma, and you do have a history of it. As you see in asthma is swelling of your airways, usually in your bronchioles. As you can see in the left picture, it's a normal one where the air can flow down, but in your right side, here in the picture, you can see that it's swollen. What happens is that mucus builds up at that point because of that. This is just another picture of the same thing, and you can actually see the mucus building up with it. And then I got another picture showing the swelling, the mucus, how your muscles tighten around. This is your x-ray that we've taken of you today, which shows that you have COPD. A lot of times with COPD, there's many different things that can happen, as I said, whether you have the chronic bronchitis or the emphysema. The lungs with the COPD, you can see that the alveoli are starting to destroy, and they're starting to not form and repair themselves. So you end up in a situation where your gas exchange isn't as much, which is leading to your trouble breathing and your coughing. This is just another picture of the same thing, where you can see chronic bronchitis, a little more of the mucus buildup because of swelling, but you can also see your emphysema, which we think you may have with the problem with the air exchange in your alveoli. This is a picture of your bronchioles when they're normal. Another picture of your bronchioles with the bronchitis, and with the emphysema. You can see that the emphysema here in this picture works on your alveoli, while, again, with your chronic bronchitis, it may be tough for air to pass through your airways, which is where the exchange takes place between your lungs and the outside, where you actually breathe your air from. And Santa, I hope that you have a very happy holiday, and if you need anything, come right back and see us again, okay?
Well, thank you, young man.
It's no problem. Have a good day. It's nice to meet you.
Ho, ho, ho. Oh, boy. Yeah. Come in.
Okay, Santa, I'm back with your inhaler, which is one of the medications that I'm going to give you to see if maybe it'll help you so that on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, you don't have an issue, okay?
Okay.
I can see in your record that you've never had an inhaler before.
A what?
So, an inhaler. This is an inhaler. What you do is when you take the cap off, you slide it onto your lips, you're going to breathe out, and then push this, and breathe in the biggest deep breath you can take. What happens is the particles in this medication, albuterol, is a bronchodilator. So it's going to dilate your bronchioles, which may reduce on the mucus and the swelling that'll happen, and might help your problem a little bit so that on Christmas Eve everything will be okay. Alright, so here you go. I'm going to give you the box for that. And if you need anything else, always feel free, like I said before, to come on back. We'll take good care of you here at the North Pole Hospital, okay?
Thank you, and it's red. It's my favorite color.
Perfect. Perfect.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a good night.
You too.
Thanks. It's no problem.